Environmentalists are now calling for joint efforts in minimizing emissions to improve the quality of lives, as reports indicate that about 1.1 million people die annually as a result of pollution. This comes as pollution has been mentioned as the second leading risk factor of death across Africa. But amid a projected increase in populations and developments within cities, scientists are also moving with speed to monitor the quality of air by placing air sensors in different parts of the country as they call for improved motorized transport to curb emissions within the towns. NTV's Ruth Samwe has more.
In the study by Stockholm Environment Institute between June and August 2021 within Nakuru town, 6 air sensors were placed in different areas to test the quality of air within the growing city. Among the stations on test were Nyayo Gardens, a relaxing ground, and a leading mall within Nakuru town. And while the average ratings from all sites indicated that Nakuru was below PM 2.5 guidelines required by the World Health Organization, areas with a high number of motorized transport, such as malls, eateries, and termini, recorded a high level of carbon monoxide, an indication of threat to the health. The study showed that lorries were the highest contributors to air pollution in the county at 22%.
Nakuru County is within the WHO given standards in terms of PM particulate matter 2.5. So it's a general findings. But of course, it would be good if we are within our own standards, within 0 or something of that sort. Yeah?
Have a high forest cover within the city. That helps in the carbon sink and also reduce the pollution that could have emanated from the vehicle that we have within the city. We also have our city strategically is located in between Menengai Forest and the lower part of the city. We have the Nakuru National Park and we also have a lake there. And that has contributed to around 50% is having the greening from the forest, from the park, and also the water that we get from the lake.
The report showed that people were happiest, least stressed, and felt most energetic after being in Nyayo Gardens owing to the green scenery there. We spoke to some of the residents who were at the area, and this is what they said.
Nakujanga hapa karibu kila siku kutulia juu ni kusafi, alafu pia ukitoka kazi umechoka unaweza pitia hapo unatulia, na pia hali ikiwa ngumu unakuja tu unatulia hapo unasahau shida zako.
Iko cool, iko na miti, ina kivuli, unaweza lala ukatulia bila kunyang'anywa na haina hoka ndani.
Haina wezi, yani ni mahali pazuri. Unaweza kuja na watoto.
Kama wataweza kuweka hiyo duka pale ili mtu usitoke nje kwenda kutafuta kitu ya kukula ama kukunywa, bado itakuwa more comfortable.
And while the report recommends for the creation of more green spaces, environmentalists are calling on Kenyans to adopt non-motorized transport to minimize pollution.
When you reduce vehicles in the city, you will reduce the carbon monoxide that is released by those vehicles. So to curb that, we are encouraging people to walk in the city. We are encouraging cycling.
Where at different intervals, we are opening the drain and then we are hard packing to allow for percolation of water, to recharge our aquifer, and also to maintain the microorganisms that we have within in the soil.
A spot check on other towns in Kenya showed that majority of them were above the WHO guidelines of PM 2.5. Nairobi's average rating were the highest at PM 31.5, followed by Busia at PM 25.8, Kisumu at PM 12.2, and Mombasa at 9. Eldoret town was within the limits. It is, however, important to note that the ratings vary depending on different circumstances.
Awali ama hapo kitambo watu hawakuwa wengi, watu walikuwa wachache. Sasa vile watu walikuwa wachache ungepata watu wengi huku kama huko mjini. Na sasa vile watu kumeendelea, watu wamekuwa wengi, ndio unaona sasa hata maendeleo yako yanaendelea. Hata miaka ingine ijayo utakuja mambo ingine, utakuta mambo ingine mapya.
I'm from Kinamba. Kinamba kukuagi hivi. Like utapata like hakuna security poa, lakini unaona huko kuna security poa, alafu ni cool, hakuna uchafu.
With growing populations within the cities, Kenyans have been encouraged to plant trees to reduce carbon emissions into the atmosphere. Ruth Sarmui, NTV.